Hello everyone and welcome to this new video. I'm Ombra and today I'm gonna show you the commander guide for Gandalf the White, the White Rider. Like every guide I make in the new version of the game, this guide is made in a collaboration with the Gore's Commanders build. It's the biggest community of Rise to War right now on Discord, and if you are interested in a really great build, I suggest you to join that. You can find the link on the description of this video. Like always, I wanna also ask you to smash like on the video if you like my content and you wanna support me, and also subscribe to my channel for help me to grow. But don't waste any more time and start with the build. When we talk about Gandalf the White, we talk about a commander supporter, not a DPS. Can be a DPS, not high DPS, but still decent DPS at very high level. But for 90% of the player, mid spender, low spender, and free to play, Gandalf the White is a support. He can reach a very good position at respect 5 and can be already super strong, but have also a very great potential on growing. The basic build for Gandalf gives you 23 points at respect 5 to use on your skill, and it's very easy to assign because you want 10 points on the White Council, the respect 3 skill, that's gonna reduce the first 7 hit taken from all your unit, and that is insanely strong. And that skill also scale with focus, so you have a potential scaling, can reach 70% of damage reduction, is insanely high and very strong. Probably the best skill in terms of value for protect your troops. After that you want place 10 points on White Rider, a skill that increase the damage received by 3 enemy formation by 25% for 4 rounds. That's gonna increase a lot the damage output your commander can do on the enemy, and is a very great investment too. And then you finish your build with 3 points on the White, a skill for deal direct damage, focus damage on one target. It's 135% focus damage, it's not so high, but for a commander that want focus, it's great. And at this level, like I said, you already reach your soft cap if you are a low spender. If you are a mid spender, you already have a great support and you won't use in every single team you have. If you choose to invest more on your Gandalf and go a respect 10, you're gonna have 3 more points to assign to them, and you're gonna place that on the White for increase the damage of that to 270%, and also earn 5 more focus for your commander. That's gonna increase of course your damage, and in particular at respect 10 you're gonna have the chance to unlock the unique that's gonna give you even more damage for your Gandalf the White. At this level you start to be also a decent DPS, not a great DPS right now, but at least decent. If you choose to weigh your Gandalf, you're gonna discover there's not a real hard cap where you don't gonna gain more value from that, because even at respect 25 you're gonna still have a good value from that. At maximum respect you're gonna have 7 points more to assign on the skill. First you're gonna complete with 4 points the White for have 450% of focus damage and also 25% chance to stun the target hit. Then you're gonna put 3 points on Wizard for additional 81% focus damage on 1 or 2 target, is RNG, and you're gonna deal this damage 5 times during the battle. So with this level of respect, if you pair with that the high level of the unique, you're gonna be of course a very great DPS also. What I suggest is stay at respect 5 if you don't have enough resource for max first your DPS. Use Gandalf the White like a support, but if you are a whale, of course you can invest on Gandalf the White and you're gonna have a lot of value from that. Talking about the equipment, what you really want on Gandalf the White is initiative, because you don't want your precious buff gonna get stole from Sauron, and you don't want the skill apply on the pre-battle phase apply first in White Council. Then of course you want focus, because all your skill damage and also buff scale with that. If we talk about weapon, we have the best initiative item, the Reach of the Reader Mark, that give you 9 of initiative, also 14-26 of damage and 21 of focus. If you don't want to run the Reach of the Reader Mark, of course you can run also the Obsidian Dagger, that give you only 3 of initiative but 51 of focus and 22-22 of damage. There's also the Mogu Blade blade with 3 of initiative, and it's just a worse version of the obsidian dagger. At epic level, what I suggest is just run the carver for have 18 of focus, 12 of damage. It's not incredible, but at least you're gonna have something, and your goal gonna be always close the set effect for have more initiative. If we talk about the chest, the best in slot is the Berserker Raiment, cause give you 6 of initiative and also 12 of focus, is really great, and also 24 of attack. The attack is not so bad on Gandalf the White, cause also on the unique physical damage and focus damage together. The basic attack is physical damage, so attack is not so bad on Gandalf the White. In alternative, you can choose to run the Black Numenorian for 48 of focus, but you don't gonna have initiative, so take care with that. And at epic level, you can run the Scale Mail for have 3 of initiative, a solid start for your Gandalf, and also 9 of focus. General, like always, if you are at epic level, what I suggest is close the set effect. Is the most important point you have to do. If we talk about the helmet, the best in slot is the Cowl of the Forest, cause gives 6 of initiative, gives only 18 of focus, but at least give 100 of command for increase the resistance of your troops. And the second best in slot is the Grey Wizard Edge, which provide 48 of focus but don't provide initiative, and you want the initiative, so you need to think very well on what item you wanna run. At epic level, what you want is the Bone Mask with 18 of focus, but also the priority is close the set effect for have initiative. And for last, if we talk about the accessory, the best in slot is the Signet of the Borrow for have 610 of damage, 42 of focus, and also 3 of initiative. And the second best in slot is the Fine Smoking Pipe, which provide 1010 of damage and 48 of focus, but don't provide initiative. We can also talk about Plate Drums of Barad-dûr that provide damage and focus and attack, or in alternative you can think to run the Mirror's Raiment for have the maximum amount of initiative on accessory is 6, and also 24 of defense for the troop and 110 of command. If you choose to don't run initiative on another piece of gear, for example, you can compensate with that. At epic level, what I suggest is the Harp of Lothlorien that provide 18 of focus, but like always, even here, the best choice is close the set effect. If you have to choose between a random piece and this piece without the set effect, close the set effect, cause 10 of initiative is better. And talking about the set effect, the best in slot is agility, initiative of the commander formation plus 10 during the combat. That is a very high amount of initiative for only one bonus, and gonna give you a big advantage on who don't run this bonus. Alternatively, if you have already a lot of initiative, but I don't suggest to run other if you don't for real have a lot of initiative, you can run Divide and Conquer for have -2% damage received each round. That synergizes good with the fact you have a cover from White Council in early game, then you're gonna have Divide and Conquer in the late game, so you're gonna be a lot more tanky. You can also think to run Fortitude for have -10% damage received from physical source, or you can think for last option to run the Thick Armor for increase the defense of your army by 20. What I think about initiative is you need to aim at have 50 of initiative. At least 50 is your soft cap. So if you already have 50 without the bonus, you can think to run other. Then we can talk about the hard cap. If you go over 67 of initiative, you don't need any more probably initiative. You're already over the maximum speed reachable from Sauron, so you can absolutely go for other. Talking about the unique of Gandalf the White, for me it's a great unique, gives you the possibility to deal 60% focus damage and 60% physical damage every time your commander basic attack, so it's 120% more damage every time you attack, and that is a good damage for an item. If you think to whale that and bring to very high level of respect and invest a lot of golden item, it's the way to go. If you think to stay at respect 10, maybe you won't use that only for be a support, is not a good investment. So invest on that. It's highly suggest only if you want and if you can be a very great whale. Gives always priority to your DPS commander and not to your support for investment like that. Talking about the troop, what you want on Gandalf the White is something with already high initiative for combinate with the high initiative of your commander and attack first. The Ram Rider is a great option cause you have high initiative and also you're gonna apply the debuff on defense of the enemy and all your team gonna benefit from that cause you're gonna attack first and then for all the round you're gonna have this debuff. The Ram Rider are also really cheap for a cavalry medium unit, so it's very worth run that. Then there's the Cataphract, resistant at physical damage, also high amount of HP and very good initiative. It's very solid unit to use on Gandalf if you plan to run a man's army. And also the Swan Knight are obviously very strong, the T4 version of the Cataphract. They have also a taunt that protect one unit on your army and is very tanky, in particular in early game, but on the other side are really expensive, so don't use this if you plan to run down on a crossing and suicide all your army. For last I'm gonna talk about the Eagle, cause it's the fastest unit in the game, so you're gonna attack first guaranteed, but on another side you're gonna be very weak versus archer, very weak versus more unit, so it's a risky business. You have to think carefully if you wanna use that, cause it's also very expensive. Commander, I suggest with Gandalf the White almost everyone, every damage dealer in the game, in particular who deals burst damage, is very suggested cause you won't use the White Rider for deals damage in early game, you won't be protected from the White Council, so Gandalf the White synergizes almost with every damage dealer of the game. This is why Gandalf the White is considered the best support right now for the good faction and probably the best support of the entire game. Commander can be a counter of Gandalf the White, is for sure Sauron that can stall the buff if have initiative higher than Gandalf the White and apply with the Deceiver, the Madness. You're gonna have your Gandalf the White apply White Council on the enemy and apply White Rider on themselves, so you're gonna lose your battle in a pre-battle. This is why you want a very high amount of initiative for don't get counter from a Sauron. That we have of course the Shadow that can eliminate 7 stack of White Council each round. That's gonna reduce a lot the value of your skill, because probably versus Shadow you're gonna finish your White Council first and the real damage dealer commander with skill gonna skill. And for the same reason the Undying that have the same skill of Shadow just a bit weaker can reduce a lot of stack of the White Council every round, and for this reason a team with Shadow and Undying together it's perfect for counter the White Council of Gandalf the White. That's all for this guide, I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, just smash like and also subscribe to my channel for future content. Let me know in the comment what you think about that guide, and also if you wanna see the full guide about that, I invite you to join my Discord. You're gonna find all the guide of my commander written on paper on Google Docs. I'm gonna leave you the link of my Discord in the description. Thank you for following me and see you in the next. Woo!